The moon hung low in the ink-black sky, casting an eerie glow over the abandoned Hotel Del Salto. The once grand structure now stood as a decaying monument to a bygone era. The air was thick with the scent of dampness and neglect as a lone figure approached the weathered entrance. A shiver ran down Mark's spine as he pushed open the creaking door, its rusty hinges protesting the intrusion. He stepped into the lobby, and the atmosphere seemed to thicken with each echoing footstep. The only sound was the distant roar of Tequendama Falls, a haunting reminder of the tragedies that had unfolded in this forsaken place. Mark, a seasoned paranormal investigator, had been drawn to the Hotel Del Salto by its macabre history. Whispers of ghostly apparitions and tormented souls lingered in the air like an unspoken curse. The once opulent lobby now resembled a graveyard of forgotten memories, with faded wallpaper peeling off the walls and dust-covered furniture frozen in time. His flashlight carved a path through the darkness as he ventured deeper into the heart of the hotel. The air grew colder, and Mark couldn't shake the feeling that unseen eyes were watching his every move. He reached the foot of the grand staircase, its ornate banisters now adorned with cobwebs. As he ascended the stairs, the echo of his own footsteps mingled with phantom whispers that seemed to dance on the edge of his perception. Mark reached the second floor, where a long corridor stretched out before him, lined with doorways leading to rooms that held the secrets of the past. One room, in particular, drew his attention. The door stood slightly ajar, inviting him to uncover the mysteries within. As he pushed it open, the air grew heavier, and an otherworldly chill settled around him. The room was frozen in time, as if the occupants had fled in haste, leaving their sorrows to permeate the very walls. Mark's flashlight flickered momentarily, casting unsettling shadows that seemed to dance across the peeling wallpaper. The room told a tale of heartache and despair. A crumpled letter lay on the dusty floor, its ink smeared with tears, recounting a tragic love story that had met its end within these haunted walls. As he explored further, Mark became acutely aware of the oppressive silence. The weight of the past pressed down on him, and the legends of the indigenous Muisca tribe escaping from the Spanish colonizers echoed in his mind. Were there spirits trapped within these decaying walls, reliving the horrors of their desperate leaps into the abyss? A sudden gust of wind rattled the windows, sending a chill through Mark's bones. He felt a presence, an invisible force guiding him toward the edge of the building. The moonlight filtered through the broken windows, illuminating the pathway to the once spectacular balcony that overlooked Tequendama Falls. As Mark stepped onto the balcony, the distant roar of the falls grew louder, drowning out the beating of his own heart. The vast darkness below seemed to swallow him whole, and the legend of the suicides echoed with an unsettling clarity. He could almost hear the anguished cries of those who had chosen to end their lives, seeking refuge in the depths of the abyss. The wind whispered through the desolate corridors, carrying with it the stories of the tormented souls who had once sought solace in the Hotel Del Salto. Mark's senses heightened as he felt a presence at his side. An apparition, a manifestation of the past, stood beside him, its form distorted by the shadows. The figure's hollow eyes bore into Mark's soul, silently pleading for redemption. It was as if time had folded in on itself, and the tragedies of the past converged with the present. Mark, overcome with a sense of duty, whispered words of reassurance to the lingering spirits, promising to uncover the truth that bound them to this spectral realm. As he delved deeper into the hotel's history, Mark uncovered forgotten secrets and untold sorrows. The indigenous Muisca tribe's escape from the Spanish colonizers had left an indelible mark on the land, and the Hotel Del Salto had unwittingly become a bridge between two worlds. Mark's investigation led him to a hidden chamber beneath the hotel, a place where the energy of the falls intertwined with the echoes of the past. The air in the chamber crackled with an otherworldly force, and Mark felt a surge of energy as he unearthed an ancient artifact, a relic that had witnessed the Muisca tribe's desperate leap for freedom. As Mark held the artifact in his hands, the spirits stirred, their presence intensifying. The boundaries between the living and the dead blurred, and Mark found himself standing on the precipice of the falls, caught in a spectral dance with the tormented souls that lingered in the shadows. In that moment of communion, Mark felt the weight of centuries of sorrow and longing. The spirits, no longer bound by the shackles of the past, ascended into the night sky, leaving behind a sense of peace that permeated the once haunted Hotel Del Salto. As dawn broke, Mark stood alone on the balcony, the echoes of the past fading into the light of a new day. The Hotel Del Salto, once a symbol of tragedy, had become a vessel for redemption. The stories of the indigenous Muisca and the souls lost to the falls had found closure, and the hotel, now bathed in the morning sun, stood as a silent witness to the resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of the darkest of histories.